get that feeling when you open your favorite game, you pick your favorite hero, and all of that is ruined because some other character simply opened their mouth, talking, speaking, or just trying to be funny and failing miserably. So you just wish they just removed his mouth or its mouth or hers mouth entirely, and you might think it's impossible. But what if I told you that it actually is possible? And this option might be even better than allowing them to speak in the first place. Hello everyone and welcome to Disgusting Discussions. Yes, I know I said I'm putting this series down, but this is a huge exception because I am sick and I am in no way, shape or form trying to be excited and energetic and just reading my script, so I'm just gonna talk because I am very tired and I'm just trying to put something out for you. And that's why I'm bringing the Disgusting Discussions back, and today we are going to talk about the voiceless character of Overwatch, that is Bastion. And why is Bastion so special in my opinion is because of his lack of voice, or maybe not voice, but actual human words, because in reality Bastion does have a voice, and a very unique one, and a very not annoying at all one. Before we get deeper into Bastion, let's discuss first how important are the voices of our characters, because at the end it might end up with just the voices being completely unnecessary. They might just be a pure cosmetic addition that doesn't influence the game entirely. So how important are the voices of our characters? First of all, it's recognition. And recognition is very important, especially in class-based shooters. For example, when you scream for healing, not only do your supports get a notification above your head that yes, indeed, you are indeed of healing, but if they're smarter and played the game for a longer time, they would recognize the voice of the person that is screaming for help and will unconsciously already know which hero is in dire need of help without even looking at the HUD indicators. So there's the gameplay implication. It's very easy to recognize the characters, and it's easy to understand who is saying what and where, especially because without any voices you only would rely on footsteps, and that's no fun, right? Second implication in gameplay is also the voice lines in ultimate abilities, because those are one of the biggest game changers, so it's very important for the players for it to be announced in a very unique and understandable way. That's why by giving a different voice to every character and a different line to every character, you not only recognize which ultimate is in play, but you can also, it's done to such a good level, you can also recognize from what team this ultimate is coming. So if you have the same character, like Junkrat in the enemy team and in your team, they will have separate voice lines for ultimate abilities, so you can easily identify if it's your friendly Riptire in the game or if it's the enemies coming for your ass. And the outside implications of voices, which are purely cosmetic and characteristic. It adds more character to the character, yes, buttery butter, I know, but it's very important to build a very original character and give them some personality as well. And it can be shown through their voices as well. For example, Lifeweaver is a very calm character. He speaks very calmly, he doesn't rush, he doesn't swear, he doesn't get angry. He can jump sometimes with his like, huh, or something like that. But he's not the kind of outrageous and outgoing character like Junkrat once again, for example. And all of that brings us back to Bastion. Bastion, could you say he has a character because he doesn't have a voice? Of course not. He of course has a character, like through the entire cinematic, without even speaking a single word. We can already construct an entire basis, an entire character that is Bastion. And all of that is conveyed through actions. And not only actions, but also the tone of his beeps. Because if you didn't know, Bastion is a character that communicates with simple beeps, dweets and teets. No, wait. So, does Bastion feel limited because of that? Well, of course he does. He doesn't convey as much information as other voice lines would do. Like, you're not going to hear an entire story spoken through one voice line when Bastion is only limited to differently pitched sounds that are not words at all. They are just sounds. They are something that your microwave would do. They are something that your stove would do. They are something that your dishwasher would do. It's a robot. It's a machine. And here I'm going to sidetrack for a little, because Bastion in Overwatch's universe could easily have a normal voice. I'd say the technology is there, and there is no reason for Bastion to not have a voice as of right now in the game. But apparently there is a reason, because he still doesn't have one. So that reason is that the fact that he doesn't speak is a part of his character. The fact that even people can communicate and understand him and even talk with him, exchanging words just simply by his beeps in different tones, maybe in different speeds, that is enough to convey emotions. Maybe it's not enough to convey an entire story, maybe Bastion isn't the best storyteller in the entire universe, but it's enough for it to communicate, because the entire story that we know about Bastion is conveyed through the cinematic and through what we know from this backstory of his, with the tragic backstory of the Omnic crisis, him getting the redemption of his because he somehow changed his mind, because Bird, and yeah, getting found by Torbjorn, adopting by Torbjorn, all of that. So let's give another example of speechless characters and how do they fit their universes, and I cannot believe I'm saying that, but once again League of Legends is giving us a good example, because my favorite character in that game is Rek'sai. There's nothing that can beat it for me, it's not the fact that she's purple, trust me, there's much more to that. Why is this worm-like creature my favorite character out of 100, like above hundreds? There are way more characters in that game. Well, it's simply because she's not annoying. Every single character that has a voice, including in Overwatch characters, whenever they speak, I sometimes have that strange feeling, that this emotion that I cannot even find a word for. Wait, you might have heard this word, it's called cringe. So basically, when someone opens their mouth and they're trying to be funny, they try too hard, and it hurts to see that. But Rek'sai is a worm that only screeches, hisses, and shrieks. And that's perfect, because I'm not bothered by any dialogues, I don't want to hear your stupid stories, boring stories, I don't want to hear any emotions. I'm playing a video game, I just want to frag enemy gamers. And that's why Rek'sai allows me to do that. And Bastion as well. Bastion is an ultimate killing machine that will just stomp anything on his way, including monkeys, including giant German man in armor, including gamer girls. And that's awesome, and I love Bastion just for that. He has to be one of my favorite characters, even without a voice, which says something. A good question arises is, do we want any more characters without a voice in Overwatch, for example? Overwatch is a game I'm talking mostly about, so I'm going to focus back on it right now. As of right now, I am not sure if we have a single character in the game that is also voiceless, just like Bastion. Maybe Wrecking Ball with only the hamster part, but I think that doesn't count, because at the end we get the translated voice lines from his ball. Pharah would be good at being just, you know, just take her mouth out, because I don't want to hear her. Bastion is the only speechless character in the game. And every new character that is speaking and is adding to the game, like Kiriko, Lifewinner, they are annoying. I'm going to say that. They are simply annoying, and I hate it. That's why I wish for another, for example, tank hero, maybe? I wish we could get a beast, a monster-like creature, just like Rek'sai or something, because I think that's what the game needs. We don't need another talking animal. We don't need another scientist. We don't need any more teenagers that will annoy you with every single word they speak. And I think it's a good time to implicate some kind of monstrous Scientology, I don't know, maybe combining some gooey stuff that is alive with technology of Omnic, so we have a hybrid between like a... Oh, that would be cool, a monster cyborg Omnic, that sounds cool. So yeah, that's today's video. My thoughts on voiceless characters is that I love them, I would love to see more of them, because the more characters we are getting now that they speak, the more I want to die. Me being sick is already bad enough, so... You know what to do. Leave your opinions in the comments. If you're new to the series, then that's what the series is about. It's about sharing your opinions in the comments and discussing with each other. That's where the name of the series came from, because I don't like editing these videos as well. That's why they're disgusting. And yeah, let's hope I don't need to do any more videos like that in the future, because I hopefully will get better as soon as it's possible, and normal videos should be back on track. So, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye bye!